Is Cardano ethical? Remuneration in Project Catalyst. This presentation by Quality Assurance DAO, QA-DAO, will examine remuneration in Project Catalyst in an ethical context. Overview. The proof-of-stake blockchain Cardano is progressing towards the volatile era of its roadmap. As part of an exercise to establish a constitution, the desire to identify community values has been expressed. The ethics of blockchain. QA-DAO believes that an essential foundation of value discovery is an appreciation and understanding of the ethical dimension of the use of blockchain in organizations and communities. Academic work on the ethics of blockchain in organizations is already proceeding. One good overview of the subject can be found in the 2022 paper, The Ethics of Blockchains in Organizations. The 2022 paper examines decentralized people operations, DPO, and is relevant in this context of blockchain's impact on human interactions and human decision-making in organizations. Remuneration. Remuneration refers to compensation or payment made to an individual for their services, time, and efforts in their job or profession. Some commonly express this as the amount of remuneration should reflect the contribution made, and others, in blockchain terms, express this as the token provided should reflect the contribution made. In the context of the Cardano blockchain, stakeholders and community participants may be remunerated from its treasury. In past iterations of Project Catalyst, it has taken the form of rewarding voters, proposal advisors, referrers, and challenge teams. A proposal to transition the current centralized treasury management to a more decentralized model is currently in review using the Cardano Improvement Proposal or CIP process. CIP 1694, a non-chain decentralized governance mechanism for Voltaire, intends to establish a system of delegated representatives and stakeholder operators that will vote on governance parameters. These parameters include treasury management, fund distribution, and apportionment. Pay-in challenge teams. To date, challenge teams are asked to onboard proposers, brief of life, present the challenge at a town hall, and write a final report. The number of proposals and support needed will vary per challenge. Challenge teams receive the same payment regardless of the number of proposals, the number and experience of challenge team members, the amount of support each proposal may need, and the scale of budgets of proposals in the challenge. In Fund 9, additional funds were made available for approval of milestones and adapt challenge. This is meant to cover review of the statements of milestones, SOM, and approvals of proof of milestones, POM. Factors informing remuneration for challenge teams. Number of proposals, the number and experience of challenge team members, composition, experience, and mentorship required in each team. The amount of support each proposal may need, the work required to engage with each proposal. Some proposers will be more familiar with the process than others. The timing of payments is important to sustain and support participation. A release of payment at each challenge team stage, e.g. onboarding or proof of life, would support the people doing the relevant work just completed. The scale of the budget and the expected level of scrutiny. The administrative burden or workload, for example, time spent on proof of life, presentations, milestone statements, and proof of completion. Ethical implications. In the context of decentralized people operations mentioned above, participants being paid for the administration and/or audit of proposals raises issues of trust, accountability, and legitimacy that may not be adequately served by protocols and algorithms. Blockchain has the potential either to continue to treat people as resources or to disrupt this paradigm with decentralized decision-making. This includes innovation in deciding levels and share of remuneration. Some factors for assessing the ethical dimension of blockchain governance include capability. How is human flourishing recognized and encouraged? Outcomes. A statistical approach such as crowdsourcing. What causes the greatest good or harm? Social contracts includes commitments to constitutional values, where absolute values are agreed upon and enforced. The who, what, when, where, and why of any ethical choice or value judgment is a basic minimum of information required to understand each case. QA-DAO is a community organization that provides the following services: governance and community support, auditing and oversight, documentation and communication, facilitation and co-production, project management and automation. You can support our work by delegating to our Cardano stake pool QA-DAO, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and following us on Twitter for the latest announcements. A link to the Ekphrasis GitBook is included below. Thank you.